Hello interwebs and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Justice for All. My name's SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode, we started the second part of the investigation and pretty much found out that Matt is hiding a secret and so is Adrian. So we gotta find the information to break those Cyclocks so we can finish this up.
Yes, because they're both being really shady about stuff. It's not good.
Why you always lying? Why the heck
Why
you
always
lying?
That song, though.
Oh, phone!
Ah! Mr. Nick, your phone!
I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous.
It's probably just your imagination. You should really pick it up, though, Mr. Nick. It could be important.
Pearl, why'd you talk like that for a minute?
I don't know.
Hello? We've got a big problem, pal! What's wrong? I'm on my way to your office right now! Okay. Hey, wait a sec. Why is he coming here?
Oh,
It's terrible! I don't know what to say, pal! It's the end, I say! I'm going to... Oh, I got here faster than I thought. Hey...
Look at those two spreads.
And he hangs up. I mean, was he in the bathroom or something? How quick was he?
No.
Oh, no time to relax, pal. I'm confused as anything
More
here.
than usual.
Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Ah!
This quickly? This bear is what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured out we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
Wasn't that Mr. Edgeworth that figured?
Shh, girls. And? Go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room?
Matt on guard.
Dang it.
Huh?
Jeez. Matt on guard. Your client, that's who, pal. Here I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Phoenix, why'd you say that? Now the...
Now we're gonna get worse. By the way, it's past 9 p.m. and it's still very bright outside.
That bothers you, doesn't it?
It kind of does. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard him from the department store clerk, pal. This is a credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear.
Dang.
$3,800 for a bear?
That bear must have a big
Jeez.
blue house if you're gonna pay it for that much.
Right. Geez. Better talk and everything. do my dishes. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I saw the bear to Mr. On Guard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. On Guard's autograph out of it, pal.
Well,
So I'm sure the person that bought that stuffed bear was Mr. On Guard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be.
crap.
Oh,
Okay, what
man.
about the spy camera?
So what about the spy camera we found? Oh, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for free to file away as evidence.
Yay.
Thank you.
Oh.
I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought... I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera into Juan Corrida's room was Matt on guard.
Why would Mr. On Guard do something like this?
I bet us to catch Mr. Andrews and Mr. Corrida one on their rendezvous. I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you gonna see him? Mr. On guard, I mean? Yes.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we will find out next.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt on guard. What in the world have you done?
Alright. We've done all we could do, so let's go ahead and talk to, Matt.
This is gonna be fun.
Dude!
You're working really late, you know? It's already past 10 p.m.,
Wait,
dude.
there's a window in there too, and I see light.
It's like a nice green tree and everything. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is
Oh,
bliss?
don't give me that.
But if you really want to know, let's talk.
Oh yeah, we'll talk. Oh, we'll talk. We'll do more than talk.
Yeah, we'll talk more. And Cyclops.
I'm at the breaking of the Cyclops.
Hey, all that nonsense. Now, let's hear what the secret of yours is. What if Mr. Krita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Krita, especially on that night.
Oh, yeah, because of the spy camera.
Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Krita's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then send the images to the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
That bear that you spent $3,800 on, you idiot.
Jesus. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan.
Oh,
I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Krita was...
it was none other than you.
You idiot. Mr. On Guard, don't you know where this bear comes from? Wait, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you?
Gosh.
That you're a dingus? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on. This is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof that you want to show me first? Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear.
Well, remember what's his face gave us? A gumshoe. I forgot for a second. Sorry.
Ah,
Sorry, gumshoe.
that's all right. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800? This could be for that toothbrush I bought that one time.
What?
A $3,800 toothbrush! It's ivory. It's got elephant hair for bristles.
Good lord, that's a lot of money.
Ew, elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not?
Oh.
Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into the stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay?
No.
No, not yet. I haven't asked you why you set the camera up. I didn't even ask you why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna find out what I want to know. Because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Kurita's room and filmed it in secret is...
Yeah, present Adrian.
Adrian Andrews? There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Kurita were having a secret meeting. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Kurita, you were going to reveal this as a fact and turn into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we were in the industry called juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'll be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent. But it wasn't. You didn't spy Mr. Kurita because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I could think of for you to do such a thing. Huh? The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Kurita's room was...
Wait, where is it? There we go. Because of this. Because the camera was pointed towards Mr. Kurita at the time of... It all makes sense!
Huh? What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer. And I'm sure you know him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous! Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now.
Ah!
Oh, jeez. We can make it like one or two other mistakes. We can afford one, at least. Mr. Mad on Guard, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because...
He's definitely not no hero of justice, and not just because he's a star, but the only logical explanation would be that you're his client.
Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Kurita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Mad on Guard. And here I was, trying to be such a good boy for you, dude. Oh, no. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. On Guard, you really did hire... Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay?
What?
Consult myself?
What are you talking about, Guard?
Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude.
What?
Meet who?
What?
Oh, no.
What? What?
You okay, Skinny? I'll take that as a no. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Mad on Guard.
Wait, where'd that wine glass come from? Oh, thank God. I feel so much better.
You do? After knowing what we just found out?
No, I just said that just try to console myself. It didn't work.
Oh, alright.
Dude! The music's even changed.
Right. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you were Shelly the Killer's client? You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you?
What do you mean?
And that woman? Adrian was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
That's... You're lying! What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl.
Shut up! You don't talk to Pearl like that.
If there wasn't a thing of glass right between us. Go on, let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
Adult your things. That sounded stupid. I know. I'm sorry. I was trying to sound tough and it just sounded stupid.
It might have worked.
No, okay.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera in?
The weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding their sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why?
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time.
He's got fangs, too.
Oh god, he does.
It's weird. I never noticed that.
Huh. Alright then. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right. That video's my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl.
Pearl, go wait in the car.
Why? Why? Why would you kill Mr. Kurita?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public
He
image.
was gonna say another word.
I kind of wish he would. It's like, oh! Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Kurita had been able to give it, then Mr. On-Guard's secret would have...
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Kurita ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, mad on guard. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked you if you had killed Juan Kurita. You answered very clearly you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Kurita! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Aw, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You can always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya!
You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel.
What, Phoenix? Come on, you got a better word than that.
Are you in 1940s? Skinny, you gotta bleep this out. You mother...
And we're back. Thank you, Pharaoh.
No problem. He deserved it. So, if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a little happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this! That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, didn't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do?
Maya, no!
And now you finally found it. Who is it? Oh, it's Edgeworth. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. That was quick. Well, Wright, what are you gonna do? If you plan on changing your defense...
No! You can't do that!
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Right? Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. You must find it on your own.
What? What does that even mean?
Why'd you get all so philosophical on us all of a sudden? Where'd you go?
Okay.
Where'd you smoke, by the way?
And can we get some?
That's not good.
This may be a longer episode because I think we're coming up to a to be continued part. So, your long episode, yay! All right, let's talk about Mad on Guard, dude.
I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, Mad on Guard. That man is really. Ugh. It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves. It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is that where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all.
Okay, what about my situation?
I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who are suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess that we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right, would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? Well, that's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do.
Why?
People like you and Francisco von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Well, isn't that the same for you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty! I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you're mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to the perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect win record were meaningless. I don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Oh no.
Mr. Nick, the transceiver!
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-hearted killer? Right? Please don't misunderstand things. He's my client. Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself! I believe you were asking for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicions fall upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations and is a part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time as my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What's your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did, but my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a dekiller, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain... Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see that she receives a nice, long nap.
No!
And now then, if you'll excuse me. If someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
What the?
What the hell?
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Cat! Huh? Well, that sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be! That cat! Can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Mr. Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage! Edgeworth, have all police units head over to the On Guard mansion immediately! Alright, you hurry over here as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah!
We gotta go, hurry, gotta go.
Move! Where do we go, though? A hotel lobby, I think.
Okay.
Living room.
Living room.
Living room.
Couldn't read.
No! It's essential. Maya!
Please answer us! Mystic Maya!
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. He and On Guard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time.
Wait, what?
Well, there is something out of place.
Yeah, what's this bear?
Bear? Why is it here?
Ah! It's a figurine of a bear! But there's a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
Remember now what Maya looked at?
Hmm?
A bear. Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here? Right? Look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
I'm sure that's for Shu.
Do you think that this came through that little door? This door, it's
Come on,
locked.
Edgeworth, use your muscles.
Come on. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Come on.
Ah!
Teamwork!
Woo! It is!
Oh, it is a place. There's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is On Guard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. Oh, if we're lucky, we'll have the moment of crime that was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be
Dang
found.
it!
No. Dang it.
There's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it.
Okay, well, can we move? Oh, wine cellar!
Oh! Maya? We searched all over, but it looks like he got away.
No!
I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl's looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya.
What is this? What is this?
Oh, this wasn't there when Maya was
Oh.
here. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax? You mean,
Yes, Mr. Kurita's former manager.
why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. On Guard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back. There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message.
What?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for that helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
That
That
hurt.
did! Oh!
That's... No! Mystic Maya!
Right? What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We searched the house and this is the last room. Looks like he eluded
Dang
us.
it!
Edgeworth. Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is all I'm about to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? I forgot about that.
Dang.
Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I can just find out what secret that she's holding, then I think I can stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth.
Aw.
Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. It's okay, it's okay.
I was gonna try and stop the video, but we're almost done, so there's no point now.
We're almost there. I know it's a very long episode, people, but
Hang in there.
Yep.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your Cyclock.
Is-
You know, when you say that to a woman out of nowhere,
that does not come across very well.
no,
Cyclock?
I want to know, and you will tell me your secret.
Fine. Go ahead. Try and break me if you can. Oh, we'll break you.
God, he sounds like such a freaking... Yeah. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engar for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It was because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engar. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you were saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything to want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge.
And it would be... Excuse me, I yawned. Where is it? No, wait. Yes, the suicide report. Take that! Celeste.
There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the only one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all that have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engar, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact's and her suicide.
Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Oh yeah, we can. It is the very last thing that we got before we left. That photo that says "With love, Celeste" in his own mansion. Take that!
This is a photo of Miss Impact's, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though.
What?
With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it?
Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engar's mansion, even though you just answered it anyway, but okay.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Kind of wasn't a secret, you kind of just put two and two together.
Right, because we're smart.
Alright, let's talk. Why frame him? Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Kurita didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Because of Mr. Engar? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. Aww. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame on that picture.
They were a couple, weren't they?
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called off their marriage, Celeste, she killed herself. that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure you can guess why Juan called off the wedding, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Kurita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impacts.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left behind a suicide note. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even had brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them to my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Ah! And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with my situation. Or with what I know now.
Whoa.
Too much went on in this episode.
Too much. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the long episode.
Yeah. Please tell me you enjoyed it. I mean, that was just... We kept mentioning it was a roller coaster of emotions, and if this wasn't a prime example of that, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, the feels are everywhere. So, without further ado, thank you guys so very much for watching, and if no one has told you that they love you today, I do.
Well said.
Bye.
See you later, guys.